Pettersson with the media yesterday. It's an off day between games. There's a couple things here. One, there's the question about like, we're not injured. What's going on? But the biggest takeaway is look at Elias Pettersson's body language here and tell me this is a guy that's feeling good about anything in his life.
I know that you and the club, everyone's maintained that there's not an injury. So from your perspective, why has it been so difficult these last 3 months to generate the way you maybe did previously?
Yeah, good question.
Any thoughts, any answers?
No.
There's also been some thought that, and even Rick said it earlier, that maybe you're not getting the support you need. And there's a thought out there that maybe if you were playing with players that score more or things like that, that might help. Do you see it that way at all?
Yeah, maybe it could help, but also at the end of the day, I can only focus on what I can do. And honestly, I want to be better. I want to be the difference maker, and hasn't gone obviously the way I wanted to be. But at the end of the day, can't dwell on it too much. We have a game tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do my best, and that's where my head's at.
What the fuck is that?
I literally said to Jack, wait till Rhett sees the Pettersson clip.
What? I gotta try there's a guy you want to rally around. Just quit.
It reminds me of
life's too fucking hard for these guys, apparently. Like, what are you talking about? Stanley Cup playoffs, you just got a $90 million deal, whatever the hell it is. And that.
It reminds me of Mel Gibson, his character in Braveheart, when they you just screamed freedom, and everyone was like, we don't care if we're going to die. We're following you into battle. This is our leader. Let's go. It's very similar vibes, Red. That's what I think of when I see that.
Talk's got to love this guy's attitude. Like I can see why he's got him playing with those two shitty players, because he's gonna inspire them to greatness. Just
he's cut bait here. He's giving them the guys that aren't playing well, and he's treating it like a third line.
Well, he's cut bait, but he's also at a point now. He might have to swallow a bit of pride because he can help them if he gets
so, you're right. So it's two things here. But you know what's disappointing me, I think, in general with all of it, is we're seeing this creep in a lot. Go back to last year, the Winnipeg Jets. Who's the coach there? Bonus. Going in. Fucking Maurice quit.
He walked on that group.
He quit because the guys don't care.
Yeah.
You got guys leaving teams for greener pastures. You got a guy that's in Vancouver. He's being compared to Gretzky at one point in his career. And now life's sad and hard, and I don't want to try. In the Stanley Cup fucking playoffs. What are we talking about? Talking's too hard. Talking shouldn't have to say a word. You should be out there taking over.
It looks like a guy.
Did the check go through on this extension for Pettersson? It did.
We signed that yet? We signed the extent. Oh, shit.
He cashed it already?
God damn it.
Seriously. There's Colorado the other day. Oh, we got bad news. So,
what's your confidence level? It's not overly high.
Not very good. Might be hard.
Oh, jeez. Mic drop.
It looks like a guy who's been dumped by his girlfriend.
That mic stand is terrible. When these moments happen, it's hard on the equipment. Go ahead, Ryan.
It just looks like a guy that he's
quit.
Well, I mean, the quit thing, that looks like just got dumped in high school for the first time. Dog died, and like I'm just feeling sorry for myself. That's what it looks like.
The other part of it is too, and you brought it up, and the numbers will tell you. He is on a line right now, whether he deserves better line mates or whatever. But listen, like Ilya Mikheyev has one goal in his last 60 games.
He's been awful.
Sam Lafferty-Daniel has not pissed a drop the entire series.
Lafferty, Daniel.
Yeah,
You
and they're
trust
rolling.
that Rick Tocchet has been in a fucking dressing room and has a clue.
Oh, I think he's slotted exactly where he should be based on how he's played. And this is sort of the challenge.
Well,
that you're in.
again, it goes back to the best player has to be catered to and babied along.
Well, he's not. That's the whole point. Rick's saying, I'm not babying you. You're going to get shit until you start
that's
trying.
What we're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you better.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not asking to change the lines. Like, look, Lindholm's been better. JT Miller's been better. They're both centers. Like, if the only thing you could do is you're at home, you have last change, you could put the lotto line back together. That's Besser, Miller, Pettersson. One of them moves to the wing, and then your bottom six center depth is shit, and you load up on more top two line minutes. I mean, you could do that.
Which he probably would if he thought that there was a heartbeat in that kid. That kid
and then
could care less.
Maybe Pius Suter is a fucking center in the playoffs. That's a little scary. I mean, I don't think there's an obvious move that Rick Tocchet's missed. I think he's
absolutely appalled at that. Like, here's my ticket. Give me my money back. This idiot's going to be the guy for the next 8 years.
It's actually
holy.
That starts next year. That
starts he's making 7.35. He gets that.
Oh, I guess that's not enough to go
that
up.
bump to 11.
This is the whole point. It shouldn't be about money anyway. Like,
well, it's not getting paid.
It's too hard for him. Oh,
if we make playoffs next year, I'll be really good next year. I'm just okay.
I'll be finally making what I'm worth. So yeah, then I'll show up.
It's a $92.8 million 8-year extension that kicks in next year. I think he's a really good player, but he's been a guy that we've seen at times in his career just completely look lost. I think the last time we saw it was when Travis Green was there, played him on the fourth line, and like earned it.
Seeing some tendencies at all?
Well, it's like there's probably a lot of this in the human, right? That's what that looks like. That looks like a depressed,
not what elite
down and
people
out
and
human.
Players and guys that want it do. They don't go and crybaby it on the fucking stage for the media.
I agree.
Question.
I think part of it, I wonder part of it is too, there's the pressure that he'll put on himself, the fans, and to Tocchett's credit, he hasn't skirted it. He's like, PD has to be better.
Yeah.
He's been very public a number of times. I'm not saying some guys have to be better.
Whenever you say that, do you think Gretzky felt pressure to be because the media or the fans thought that too much of him? Do you think Mario Lemieux?
Well, these are some of the greatest players.
So what the fuck is this guy supposed to be right now?
Not those guys. I think Rhett, like your point's well made, but let's just say JT Miller, because that's a guy that you would have thought was their second best forward, and he has stepped up and he has owned it when he's been shitty and he's earned everything he's gotten here. If you could at least give JT Miller work ethic here, that's a measuring stick you can match up to. Not one of the top five players ever.
The point I'm making is that in what world do you get to just decide that his life is so hard and his lack of want to, like, I respect McKinnon for saying I haven't won shit and I want to win the cup.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what are we getting out of this guy that just did this interview?
Looks
any
depressed.
vibes of I give a
it's
shit?
His life.
Not great vibes for sure.
And it's the pressure to perform. What pressure? You should want to win the Stanley Cup. That's not pressure. That's a want to win. That's my goal. That's my dream. When you're dreaming about something, a very attractive lady, and you're trying to date her, is that the pressure's too much? I can't no. It's your dream to win the Stanley Cup. It's not a pressure. It's not a pressure.
What if we put Nils Höglander with them? I mean,
I don't give a shit. The vibe I get from that kid, I'd sit him in the fucking stands.
Oh, dear. It's really getting hot now.
I'm not coaching, so I can.
Yeah.
Tocchet was throwing out all kinds of names yesterday. There's the one 19-year-old kid. You just never. His quote at the end was, "Hey, when I came in here, I was going to take some swings." Who knows?
Yeah, they've got lots of options for guys that can outperform what they've seen in the bottom six there. I don't know that this Linus Carlson or Oman's been undeniable.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
Well, Mikheyev and I are tied this series for points. So
yeah.
there is that. Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.